Poke Silver here, a UU battle on Pokemon Showdown. Now let's get started. So I'm gonna go for my Kingdra here. He's gonna send out his Machamp, and I know he's got no guard, but not quite sure what he's gonna do. Maybe bulk up or something. So instead of Dragon Dance, I go for the Outrage and knock that sucker out. All four of his arms. So he's going to send out his Roserade, I believe. And he does. So he's like, you know what? Roses are red, violets are blue. And I'm like, outrage kills you, so fuck you. And that's my little poem to that Roserade. So I get hit with the confusion. And he's going to send in Victini. So he sends in his Victini, and I wanted to see if I get hit in confusion. So I go for the Hydro Pump, he goes for the Bolt Strike, and I get hit in the confusion. So I'm like, gotta get out of there. So I'm going to switch into my Claydol to see if he's choiced. And it turns out that he might be, because he goes for another Bolt Strike, and I'm immune. So if he switches here, that means he's choiced. And I go for my Stealth Rocks, and he switches. So he's into his Tornadus. And I don't really know a lot about Tornadus. Like, I don't know their sets or anything. So I'm just thinking, what should I do? So I send in my Rotom just to see what he does, and this is a Rain Dance one. So, alright, you're going to put the Rain Dance up, making it rain. I'm going to Thunderbolt you. So Thunderbolt will take that shit out. And the Itsy Bitsy Spider never came up the water spout again. So he's going to go into his Victini. He gets some health taken away from the Stealth Rocks. I'm going to see what a Thunderbolt can do here. So he goes for the Bolt Strike, and he's faster, so he's got the Choice Scarf, and I get paralyzed. So he's down to low health, and I'm going to go for another Thunderbolt, because I know Bolt Strike can't really do that much. Like, look, it did quarter of a damage, maybe even less. He goes for a Bolt Strike, gets the crit. Shit! And I'm paralyzed. Alright. Time to come in, Toaster. You don't want to get electrocuted out there. So I go into the Claydol. No, he's choiced, so he goes into the Bolt Strike. And Claydol takes that because he's ground. So he switches out to Suicune, and I go for the Earthquake, hoping he goes into the Registeel, but he doesn't. So I'm sitting in there, just going to switch to Umbreon to see what he's going to do. I thought he was going to Calm Mind. But instead he goes for the Scald, gets the burn on me, and I'm like, monkey see, monkey do, you get burnt. So his Suicune's going to lose health, and I'm just going to Heal Bell myself right here. I misclicked Toxic first, because I thought maybe he'd switch, but he has a Registeel, so that Toxic would do nothing. So he switches out to Milotic. I go for the Dragon Tail, and he roars me out first into my Rotom. Whoa! Rotom, we're going to do Thunderbolt. Take that trash out. So that Thunderbolt takes care of Suicune, and now he's got Registeel and Victini left. Victini comes in, or Registeel comes in, sorry, and I can't do anything to him because I'm trapped in my Thunderbolt, or else I'd go for an Overheat. So I'm going to send in my Claydol, or my Lodic. Damn, I don't even know what I did. Alright, so my Milotic, which is a boy for some reason, I go for the Scald, hoping for the burn, and I don't get it. So he sets up the Stealth Rocks, and he's almost at full health. I go for a Scald again. Do we get the burn? No, we don't. Okay, so Earthquake does nothing. So I'm gonna go for a Scald one more time. If that doesn't do anything, then I'm just gonna Dragon Tail out. So we go for the Scald, and we get the burn. I guess that's equivalent to Steel Rusting. So he Thunder Waves me, and I'm slow as shit now, slower than him. And I just recover just to get some health back, because I know if he goes into Victini, Oh, look at that. Earthquake did nothing. If he goes into Victini, he'll Bolt Strike me and he'll definitely knock me out. So I go for another Recover, and he switches out to Victini with 1 health left, and I get my Recover all the way up. And I'm just going to do whatever move, it doesn't matter, because I know he could survive the Bolt Strike. Look at that, not even half taken away. And I just attack him with Dragon Tail, and there's where I win, because he forfeits. So hope you enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Peace.